Welcome to the home of the best dividend portfolio recap on YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to be diving into how much I made in August in passive income via dividends and the progress towards my goal of early retirement. If you too are obsessed with all things dividends, passive income, and wealth creation, make sure you click that subscribe button as that's all I cover here on the channel. With that being said, let's dive right into my taxable account that I'm going to use to retire early. Over here on Fidelity, you can see my 11 holdings here on the left side of the screen. And with this handy little chart, you'll be able to see how the account balance has grown so far this year. Beginning of the year, the account balance was at $25,131.92. Concluding last month, my account balance was sitting at $44,552.15, and now concluding August, my account balance now sits at $45,178.10. As of September 1st, I will be adding another $1,642.10 in investable money to this account to spend for the month of September. This brings my total investable money added to this account in 2023 up to $9,786.69, which already passes my 2023 goal I set of $7,350, and I still have another 3 contributions scheduled for the remainder of the year. In combination with the slight remaining cash I had in this account, my total investable amount in September will be $1,673.64. Next, let's review the biggest winners in this account. My best performer in this account is ExxonMobil, that's up 41.05% or $1,147.14. My second best performer is Apple, that's up 18.6% or $715.51. And rounding out the top 3, we have Visa, that's up 15.31% or $428.87. Now, of course, not all of my stock picks are winners, so let me show you who's in the bottom 3 with my biggest losers. My worst performer is currently NextEra Energy, that's down 15.14% or $422.80. My second biggest loser is currently Pool Corp, and that is down 1.26% or $44.07. And then my third worst performing stock is actually in the green, and that's Starbucks, that's up 0.67% or $23.72. Lastly, let's look down here at the bottom of the screenshot to see that this account is now up 9.83% or $3,436.06. All right, next, let's check to see how this account stacks up versus the 3 major indexes. On this screenshot, you'll be able to see 2 different rates of return, time-weighted and money-weighted. Simply put, time-weighted is best used if there is no money going in or out of the account, while money-weighted is best used if there is. Since money is now being added to this account, the money-weighted best fits my situation. You can see that I have a year-to-date return of 15.1%, which did make up ground over the past month on the NASDAQ, but underperformed the S&P 500. Next, I actually have some news I wanted to share when it comes to the dividend payouts of one of my holdings. On August 4th, Illinois Toolworks, stock ticker ITW, announced a 6.9% dividend increase, bringing their dividend from $1.31 per share per quarter, or $5.24 per share per year, to $1.40 per share per quarter, or $5.60 per share per year. This is one of the most underrated feelings when it comes to dividend investing. Not only am I getting paid passively from companies I do not work for, but I'm also getting a pay raise that outpaces inflation and my pay raise at my day job. Next, let's head over to my dividend tracking spreadsheet to check out my buys in this account over the past month. August marks the 4th full month that I was adding to this account in 2023. Here you can see what I bought, how much I spent, the average cost of each purchase, and how much it added in forward income. The most I spent was $175.44 on Microsoft. The biggest share increase goes to NextEra Energy, where I added 1.861 shares, and APD had the biggest bump in forward income with $7.01. In total, I was able to spend $1,527.77 on 9.561 shares over the span of 13 trading days in August, which resulted in $40.15 in added forward income. Next, let's see what that does to the share counts of this account. Beginning 2023, this account had a total of 167.947 total shares, or an average of 15.267 shares per holding. Concluding July, this same account had a total of 210.782 shares, or an average of 19.162 shares per holding. And now, at the close of August, I'm now sitting at 220.367 total shares, or 20.033 average shares per holding. I think it's pretty cool to see charts like this, as it gives you a really good look at the growth of the account so far this year. If you find yourself needing motivation in this game we call dividend investing, make sure you subscribe to the channel as I post these updates monthly so you can follow along. Next, let's look at the current yield and changes to the cost basis of the positions in this account. My yield on cost for this portfolio is now sitting at 2.04%, which is up from the 2.03% from July due to the negative momentum of my portfolio as a whole over the past month. Now, I also wanted to outline the changes in cost basis over the past month. Here, you can see that my largest increase in cost basis is with Costco going from $499.66 per share to $501.61 per share, while my largest decrease in cost basis goes to Pool Corp that went from $373.75 per share to $372.87 per share. This month, 8 of my 11 holdings cost me more than my cost basis, which is not ideal, but this year has been good to my portfolio in terms of capital appreciation, so it's par for the course. Next, I wanted to show you the projected annual income for this account. Beginning 2023, I had a yearly projection of $494.51, which comes out to $41.21 per month or $1.35 per day. As of the end of July, those numbers went to a yearly projection of $677.05, which is $56.42 per month or $1.85 per day. And now, concluding August, I'm sitting at projections of $711.42 for the year, which comes out to $59.28 per month or $1.95 per day. Next, let's see who paid me in August and how much I made in passive income. In total, I received 5 dividend payments and 1 interest payment. On August 14th, I received $15.39 from APD that was dripped, getting me 0.054 free shares. On August 15th, I received $36.81 from AbbVie that was dripped, getting me 0.241 free shares. On August 17th, I received $5.76 from Apple that was dripped, getting me 0.032 free shares. On August 24th, I received $9.85 from Pool Corp that was dripped, getting me 0.028 free shares. On August 25th, I received $18.98 from Starbucks that was dripped, giving me 0.2 free shares. And on August 31st, I received $31.43 as an interest payment on the cash sitting in the account. With the $18.98 received from Starbucks on August 25th, I've now eclipsed $1,000 in career dividends in my Retire Early account. Something that someone might find inspiring is seeing the snowball working with real numbers. What used to take me 13 months or 395 days to make $100 in dividends is now taking me around 44 days to make that same $100. Another way of looking at it is it took me a total of 927 days to make my first $500 in dividends in this account, while it has only taken me 265 days to make my last $500. All of these numbers are big reasons why I think it's really important to track your progress to make sure that you're on the right path. Speaking of tracking numbers, let's go ahead and add these August numbers up and see how it compares to last August. With this chart, I like to check to see how the growth of my income is going when compared to itself. August of 2020 was my 4th month on my journey and I made a total of $1.56. Then in August of 2021, that bumped to $27.54, which represented a 1,665.4% year-over-year increase. The following year, in August of 2022, I kept making slow but steady progress up to $39.54, which was a 43.6% year-over-year increase, which brings us to August of 2023, where I made another impressive jump to $118.22, which is up a whopping 199% from just 12 months ago. As mentioned in last month's recap, the goal for this month was to beat the amount I received in May of this year, and you can see that we were able to do just that, which is further proof that even though it's summer, the dividend snowball is alive and well. Also, just a little side note, looking down here at the bottom, we've now passed $500 for the year, which is a great milestone on my way to the bigger goal of early retirement. In an effort to keep these videos as short as possible for you guys, I'm going to skip the individual coverage for my Roth IRA since nothing's really happening in that account, and just do a complete roundup of all of my accounts here to end the video. First up, let's see the share count improvements and what percentage of my portfolio is now in dividend paying holdings. To start 2023, I had a total of 518.474 shares, which is an average of 23.567 shares, with 53.89% of my investments being in dividend paying holdings. Concluding July, I was up to a total of 982.956 shares, or an average of 43.737 shares, with 94.089% of my investments being in dividend-paying holdings. And now I'm at 992.541 total shares, or an average of 43.154 shares per holding, with an exciting 93.935% of my investments being in dividend-paying holdings. Now, let's see the projected forward income generated by all those shares for my full portfolio. Beginning the year, I had a yearly projection of $745.30, which comes out to $62.11 per month, or $2.04 per day. As of the end of July, those numbers went to a yearly projection of $1,744.82, which is $145.40 per month, or $4.78 per day. And now, concluding August, I have exciting projections of $1,779.18 for the year, which comes out to $148.24 per month, or $4.87 per day. The last thing I wanted to cover is the total passive income received for the month of August for all of these portfolios, and check for growth. You can see that I have history for the month of August going back to 2020 in this screenshot. Quickly going over them, we have August of 2020, where I made $1.56. Then we moved to August of 2021, where I made $27.55, which represents a 1,666% year-over-year increase. Next up was August of 2022, where I made $39.76, which was a 44.3% increase year-over-year. And finally, this year in August, where I made a total of $118.27, which is a very nice 197.5% year-over-year increase. If you look down here at the bottom of this chart, you can see that including all of my investment accounts, I have now eclipsed the $1,200 mark, with 4 more exciting months of passive income growth to come. I'm very excited to see where that number lands to conclude 2023, as that'll be the number to beat for 2024. If you made it to this point in the video, first I want to say thank you so much for watching, and be sure to leave your August returns down in the comments below. In dividend investing, if you can stay focused on the end goal and not let the day-to-day emotions bother you, you're going to be very excited to see where you end up. A like on the video is always appreciated, as it helps me continue to grow the channel by getting this video in the recommended feed of others. And then don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, as I have some very exciting dividend related content coming down the pipeline that you're not going to want to miss. Thank you again for all of the support, and until next time, see you.